I'm here with amateur wrestler Reese Hayes, who tonight is participating in the first ever Enjoy Wrestling ladder match. And now the top of that ladder is a contract that the winner can cash in to take on anyone on 12/28 Amster Smalls. The stakes are extremely high. How are you feeling? Are you nervous?
You know, if this were a wrestling match, I wouldn't be nervous at all. I've beaten 5 of my 6 competitors in singles competition already. However...
Get out of here.
Oh.
Jim, the last time that Enjoy Wrestling saw Nix Wilde, I was eliminating half of the tag team champions here, Gannon Jones Jr., in the Odyssey. So tonight is going to be a cakewalk for the black sheep Nix Wilde. Oh, God!
Oh, yeah. Listen here, Jim. The heavy metal hockey players, the fourth line, are here to take control of the tag team division when one of us takes that contract down. Now, geez, what the hell? Oh.
And just like that, one person left standing. Just like Gianni Michael Emricko will be when he holds that
This was actually my TV time, so I don't know.
When I tell you that this whole thing is gonna kill you, but that's okay.
Fans, welcome in here from Velum Fermentation, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Rich Bocchini Gem Fair on this edition of Enjoy Wrestling Very Evil, Season 13. We have a big night of action on the way in our main event. Mikey Montgomery and Billy Dixon collide. Mikey with the score to settle.
With a huge score to settle, Billy Dixon robbed him of the opportunity to be the Enjoy champion, and Mikey has taken that very personally. He's very serious about taking on Billy tonight.
Now, speaking of the Enjoy Wrestling Championship, in just a moment we will see the first ever ladder match here at Enjoy Wrestling. 7 wrestlers will compete, the briefcase hanging high above the ring. Inside that briefcase, a contract for a matchup of their choosing. It could be a title match, it could be a rivalry matchup, but boy, there's a lot at stake in this matchup, and things could get very, very dangerous here at Very Evil.
Very evil, very dangerous.
That matchup on the way next.
And this match is a ladder match. The winner of this match will receive an open contract for a match here at Enjoy Wrestling. Coming to the ring first,
We are set and ready to go. First ever ladder match here at Enjoy Wrestling.
It is a wild matchup. It's a wild matchup. 7 athletes getting in the ring with the very dangerous implement of a ladder, all in hopes of scoring that contract at the top, hanging, dangling above the ring. And would you like to know what that contract says?
What does it say?
Whoever gets that contract.
Did you read the contract?
Oh, I read it myself,
all right,
front to back.
Yep.
It's a great deal. You get that contract, you can challenge anyone on 12/28 at Mr. Smalls at the next Enjoy Wrestling event. That means
first, the Muay Thai Maniac. This is Siel Graves.
that means that the competitor who gets that contract can jump to the front of the line for an Enjoy Championship opportunity.
Literally a title shot hanging in the balance. I mean, I suppose it doesn't have to. You could challenge anybody. Maybe you get a bone to pick from somebody. You could.
Right, absolutely. But hypothetically, you can cut the line right to the front. And
I mean, if it's me, I'm going after the title, but you know.
And the reason I think that most people are going after the title is because I spoke to many of these athletes earlier. And these 2 entering the ring right now, Brandon St. James and Casey Warr, are a tag team. And they are hoping that one of them clinches that contract so that they can challenge for those Enjoy Tag Team belts that we have seen the main event hold.
Casey Warr, Brandon St. James, known as the 4th line.
Competitor number 2, Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James.
These 2 are currently the tag team champions at 880 Wrestling.
Which is?
880 Wrestling, a sponsor of Enjoy Wrestling. but also a mainstay in Pittsburgh wrestling. It is where the hottest up-and-coming athletes are arriving from under the education of folks like MBO. They're known for their Thursday night fights out in New Kensington and have developed a cult following. But this next athlete is a bit of a wild card because they're not part of an 880 wrestling. This is a competitor that, to my knowledge, none of these other athletes have ever seen.
Enjoy Wrestling debut.
Number 3, the Blood Thief, Count Noctis.
Count Noctis. Seen him compete in the past at Defy Wrestling, Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
And Effie's Big Gay Brunch is a real who's who of especially some of the more underground talent that you might not get to see.
Speaking of sponsors, this match brought to you by the VHS Crypt, online vintage collectibles and toys based right here in Pittsburgh.
And if you're not in Pittsburgh, do not fear. They mail order their toys and collectibles as well.
Competitor number 4, the Black Sheep, Nix Wilde.
Nix Wilde, they're a really interesting character because those of us who have been following 880 wrestling have seen Nix's development, and they, I think, used to be known mostly as a sweetheart, but we've seen a change in their attitude lately, a darker side. And I imagine we'll see that darker side come out tonight with this contract on the line.
Competitor number 5, the Pyro Prince, Juni Underwood.
Philadelphia-based, trained by the likes of Speedball Mike Bailey and Cheeseburger.
Speedball Mike Bailey, someone who we've seen in action here at Enjoy, and we know what he can do, so you can only imagine the tricks he's teaching his students.
Juni Underwood calls himself the Pyro Prince. So 5 of the 7 athletes have made their way to the ring.
Approaching the ring right now is somebody who has made an incredible reputation for himself out of 880 wrestling. That's Gianni Michael Emricko.
The Italian strongman, a former protege of David Lawless. I don't know, that's gonna win him many friends.
It might not win him any friends, but it definitely has won him things in the past, like the 880 championship, which he once held. And I'm telling you, Rich, I swear this guy gets bigger every time I see him.
Competitor number 6, the Italian strongman, Gianni Michael Emricko.
One more entrant in this first ever ladder match in Enjoy Wrestling history. You see that briefcase hanging above the ring. As Jen mentioned, there's a contract in there. You can challenge whoever you want. On December the 28th at Mr. Small's Theater right here in Pittsburgh, the next Enjoy Wrestling event. Now you'd imagine, as we speculated, that the winner would cash that contract in for a title shot, but again, not necessarily the case. You gotta score to settle with somebody.
Absolutely.
And the final competitor, this is Amateur Wrestler Reese Hayes.
Now, don't let the title of Amateur Wrestler Reese Hayes
first competitor to climb a ladder and retrieve the briefcase will be the winner.
Former 880 champion, held the longest reign at 880. Nearly a year.
Somebody who is a fierce fighter and does not let anything get in his way. And a clean one, too. You won't see any dirty tricks from Amateur Wrestler Reese Hayes. Now, Emricko, you might see some tricks.
Hayes letting Emricko know what he thinks. Slapped him right across the face. And Emricko being ping-ponged around. I remember Reese Hayes, was it the Enjoy Odyssey? He was actually helping the camera crew that day, put the camera down and entered the match.
Yes. That's a man of many talents.
It sure is, yeah.
A true asset to the company. You can really jump in anywhere you need it.
Always bring your gear too, right?
You never know when duty's gonna call.
In his case, that would be both camera gear and wrestling gear.
Absolutely. And immediately we are starting to see here everybody figuring out their tactics. Nix knocked out of the ring by the tag team of Casey, Warr, and Brandon St. James, who are likely going to work together during this match. When I talked to them earlier,
Hayes diving through the ropes to the outside.
I don't think that's what the two intended, Warr and St. James, but it worked out for them.
Noctis and Underwood
making some sort of alliance here as the two who are making their Enjoy Wrestling debut. Betrayal! That was not very kind of Noctis. That was a dirty little trick.
Well, everybody in it for themselves, no doubt. Noctis diving to the outside.
Never trust a man in mesh.
Underwood back up. And talking about a score to settle.
Immediate receipt for that betrayal. All right.
I always wonder when you have tag team partners in a match like this. Sure, I mean, earlier on they said, well, we want one of us to win so we can... Whoa! Challenge for the tag team titles. Can you really trust anybody, though? Why wouldn't you go after the Enjoy Championship?
You know, that is a really good question. And I think that it depends on how optimistic you are about the sanctity of friendship, right?
Here's Emricko. Oh, he thought about diving to the outside and instead
Nix
takes a ladder right to the forehead.
The first to use a ladder, approaching the ring with it, but I think that they've realized that that is not going to be tall enough. It's not going to do the trick. They are switching to the taller ladder at their disposal, and they are going straight for that briefcase, which is very smart. The thing about a ladder match is that the longer it goes, the more haywire it's going to go, the more opportunities there are to get injured, to get hurt, to get tired. You're going to want to grab that contract as soon as possible.
Hayes very quickly scales the ladder.
Moving it out of the way, not taking the opportunity to go get the contract, fully getting rid of Nix.
Bounced Nix's head right off the top of the ladder. Hayes slingshots himself in.
Nix getting out of the way.
You know, something to keep in mind too, you set that ladder up. The ring's, it's never an entirely flat surface in the ring. Sometimes you get a little bit of space in between the ring boards. You see it kind of bouncing around a little bit. So you might think, yeah, just set the ladder up, climb up, grab the briefcase. It's not as easy as it looks.
It really isn't. Ooh, hitting that ladder as he dropped it. Underwood taking a minute to show off. And immediately realizing that this is a good opportunity to probably try and grab that briefcase.
Underwood going up the wrong side of the ladder.
Underwood matches the ladder. Do you think he planned that?
Possibly, yeah. Trying to blend it. It's like ladder camouflage.
The fourth line absolutely taking it to Underwood. Not going for the briefcase, though. They are, again, going to take out an opponent before they go for the contract. Because I think, as we've seen, it's very easy to knock over a ladder. It's very easy to interfere. You don't want anyone available to climb up that ladder if you're on the ladder too.
Assisted Russian leg sweep. And Warr and St. James, the fourth line, working together, but Jem, you would know better than I. How tight's that friendship? How tight's that partnership?
You know, I think that they've worked out any issues that they've had between them. Oof. And are really dedicated to building a sustainable tag team. They really want those tag team championships, especially after tasting gold at 880 Wrestling. Some of the other athletes in this match are laying low, right? Which is a risk.
Especially you have the two tag team partners climbing the ladder now. Emricko's back up on his feet.
Emricko!
Now, all right, here you go.
I stand corrected. Ever the glass half full optimist.
Oh!
I just simply assumed. Forgive me for believing in friendship, Rich, okay?
Emricko climbing up. Hayes and Noctis there to thwart him. I admire your positivity, though. I really do.
Thank you so much. You think, I've watched enough athletes compete together. You'd think that I would expect it when people turn on each other, but it hurts every time. And I think that betrayal is going to have long-lasting implications for the tournament as well.
Emricko with a big boot takes out Noctis. Hayes able to duck under a clothesline. Look out! Huge power slam.
GME taking no prisoners and showing off those muscles. They don't call him the Italian strongman for nothing.
What's he got in mind here?
I don't know that I love the introduction of two ladders, but the crowd loves the ladders, okay? We've got some big ladder fans in here. I'm also kind of loving that the show is very evil and they got candy corn colored ladders.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, Hayes.
That cannot feel good.
Oh, that could break a rib. Noctis sent in a little flatter. Not that there's any way to really protect yourself, but boy, the way Hayes went in, it was a little more sideways. You crank your arm, your rib, and Hayes has immediately retreated to the outside. The hell's... Oh, man, oh, man.
Gianni shaken, but Nix taking advantage.
Casey Warr getting pumped up, corner to corner.
But Brandon St. James is up to... Ooh!
2 for 1.
Impressive maneuver from Casey Warr. Brandon St. James, though.
Satan's favorite Saint off the top of the splash.
Now these two tag team partners, for how long, we don't know, back in the ring together. Casey, we're going for that ladder, making moves. And it's an advantage, in addition to getting the ladder, of course, to being on the taller side. Less of a reach, less of a risk when you're going up there for that briefcase.
Noctis quick to slow Casey Warr down.
Looking to entirely eliminate Casey Warr, it looks like.
Got a backpack sleeper going. Connects with the Pele kick. St. James is stung. Uh-oh. Whoa. Noctis able to turn things around, and Casey Warr head first into the ladder and tumbles out of the ring. Noctis with his eyes on the briefcase. Didn't position it quite right.
You know, I think maybe it's hard when you're in the ring to figure out how close you are. Ooh, and Noctis using that ladder to crush Brandon St. James' fingers.
I know what you're saying, though. Sometimes you want to get that ladder set up so quickly. Oh, double stomp off the ladder. You take a quick look, you think you're in the right spot.
And you know, another thing that's kind of hard is you don't know how much time you have with that ladder to yourself. So even if it doesn't feel right, you're just going to go for it because do you even have the time to move the ladder? Without someone like Underwood right now coming in and interfering.
Noctis on Underwood's back trying to get that choke sleeper in. Underwood's able to judo toss Noctis aside.
Noctis on that top rope. Ooh!
Noctis tangled up in the turnbuckle, tree of woe position, and what is, oh boy, Underwood, big smile on his face, has something nasty cooked up. Drop kick into the ladder, right into Noctis, who could be knocked cold.
Yeah, if I'm Noctis, I don't want to get anywhere near that ladder. Maybe forever.
Underwood.
Closer
Clear
position,
shot to the
setting up.
briefcase.
Oh, but Gianni Emricko is back in the ring.
Open-handed slap answered by a forearm, and now Emricko put a little more behind that second forearm, but Underwood getting the better of the exchange.
Going, using, see, you know, it's so hard to know what the right move is. Make sure that your opponents aren't going to get up again.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Or go for the briefcase.
Oh, no.
Ooh, absolutely not.
Look out, Reese Hayes is back up. Emricko doesn't see him. Reese biding his time.
Oh!
Crossbody off the top.
Huge move from Reese.
Hayes with the springboard moonsault onto Emricko.
Clearing the ladder so that he can use it to climb up there and get that contract. And you know, Amateur Wrestler Reese Hayes has taken on all of these 880 competitors already.
Oh, hang on, wait a minute.
Them.
Oh, he's got his hand on it. He's got his hand on it.
So close. So close. Nix is not even going to bother with all that mess. They're just going to set up their own ladder, which, you know, while they're distracted, pretty clever move. Sneaking their way up there.
Hey, oh man, Warr goes tumbling down.
Reese using the contract case as a weapon to take out Casey Warr. Extremely clever.
Reese and Wilde.
Nix clawing the eyes of Reese Hayes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Reese Hayes taken out. Nix delighted with the turn of events, climbing up that ladder to try and get the contract.
It probably knocked the wind out of himself too as he's slow to get up the ladder, allowing Noctis enough time to get in there. Is Noctis trying to take a chunk out of his leg?
These two.
He might have been clamping down with his teeth.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A ladder to the side of the face. Noctis. No one in sight. Climbing up to try and grab that briefcase. Brandon St. James back up. It is extremely vulnerable to find yourself in the position of climbing that ladder, especially when you have your back to part of the ring.
And Noctis again. Vampire-like, which is, I suppose, fitting on an event entitled Very Evil. St. James. And Noctis Hold on, Underwood. Oh, man!
Underwood, the only one with signs of life. The only one in the ring, both ladders open. Is this going to be the opportunity that Underwood, in their debut, can take to get that contract?
Underwood
Imagine you
again.
make your debut today and you're a champ next show.
Headed back up. Missed. And Emricko kicked.
Just getting a little comfortable with the ladder.
Just kind of collapses on top of it. Again, Underwood now setting up. And quickly back up he goes.
Underwood walked under the ladder earlier, which if I'm him, it's a sign of bad luck, isn't it?
You know, I thought I saw him walk under the ladder earlier. I wasn't quite sure, but I was thinking the same thing. It's maybe hexing yourself before things get underway.
Casey Warr using that ladder as a weapon.
And he's trying to set it up, bridge-like, and I don't like the looks of this for anybody.
I don't love this, and I don't think Underwood does either.
Underwood able to kick.
Going for that contract, so close. He is so close to unclipping that, but he's distracted by Casey, who is also climbing up the ladder.
That briefcase hanging there.
These two are desperate, just literally slapping each other to try and get some momentum.
Couple of hooks, and it's something else. You're not quite sure when you get out there exactly how that briefcase is secured. Oh no.
I don't like this at all.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. I think that might be all she wrote for
That might
Underwood.
be it. That might be it for Underwood. Casey, who definitely took some heavy damage in taking care of Underwood, now taken out by Nix.
Quickly dumped out. Nix gets erased, courtesy St. James. And St. James, oh, he's not even thinking briefcase right now. What the hell is St. James doing?
I don't like this.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no!
Unbelievable maneuver. Casey Warr taking advantage.
I didn't see that a table was set up at ringside. St. James, oh no. Look out now as Warr back up there. Noctis from behind.
I think St. James and Nix are out of the equation.
Hayes delivering the suplex to Noctis.
Eyes set on that ladder, focused. The crowd is on Reese's side. But Gianni Michael Emricko back in the ring. Reese is so close.
Emricko scurries back up. Reese had his hands on the briefcase. Kent is trying to unhook it. A battle at the top now.
It is so tense right now.
Sleeper hold is Reese is now literally hanging. And
Reese is out. Emricko has taken
finds himself all alone.
Emricko's got it. Emricko's got it.
Gianni Michael Emricko.
won the first ever ladder match in Enjoy Wrestling history, and with that, he has earned the right to challenge whoever he wants. December the 28th at Mr. Smalls here in Pittsburgh. Will it be a shot at the championship here in Enjoy?
Gianni Michael Emricko has big dreams, and it would not surprise me to see GME head straight for that title belt on December 28th.
Seems like that's the safe bet.
And what an absolute insanity we just witnessed. Just bedlam in the first ever ladder match here at Enjoy. So many of these athletes really had something to prove. And ultimately, it was 880's Emricko that was able to clinch the contract.
Now, we'll see what's in store for Emricko on December the 28th. Again, the safe bet seems to be a challenge at the Enjoy Wrestling Championship. And boy, Nix Wilde.
Yeah.
Being
really taking some damage in that matchup.
it just shows you what everybody's willing to go through for, again, a potential shot at the gold here at Enjoy. And speaking of the gold, this next matchup, Mikey Montgomery's got a bone to pick with his opponent tonight.
Absolutely. Mikey Montgomery was so close to winning that Enjoy championship against Sunny Kiss after winning against MB Young at Immaculate. And unfortunately, Billy Dixon totally took advantage of the situation, absolutely cheated Mikey of that title. And so tonight, Mikey settles the score.
Sure does. Gets a chance right after this. Our main event on this edition of Very Evil Enjoy Wrestling continues after this.
Enjoy Wrestling would like to thank our very evil sponsors. 880 Wrestling. Want to step in the ring and see if you have what it takes to be a professional wrestler? Talk to our sponsor, 880 Wrestling, and unleash your potential. They're always taking new students. Marveling at Marvel's Podcast. Tie on your superhero cape and dive deep into the Marvel Universe with hosts John and Joseph. Excelsior. Comedian Zach Funk. Listen to Zach grapple with the hilarity of humanity on his debut comedian album, Brains Are Weird, available on Bandcamp, iTunes, and YouTube. And Stuff Music. InStuff is a premium music store servicing the Pittsburgh area for 50 years. It's also Enjoy's wrestling source for all things audio rentals and where I bought my first drum set when I was a teenager. Open Up Yoga. Open Up is a not-for-profit studio in Pittsburgh's Lawrenceville, teaching mindfulness through arts and movement and centering people living with disabilities. The Funky Biscuit. Funky Biscuit offers small batch cooking and catering with funky flavors right in the Pittsburgh's north side. VHS Crypt, your source for the hottest, rarest vintage mail-order toys and other collectibles in Pittsburgh. Werewolf Ambulance Podcast. Congratulations to Werewolf Ambulance, the funniest horror movie podcast on the airwaves, for 10 years of laughs and screams. IndieWrestling.us. IndieWrestling.us specializes in the hottest independent wrestling content, spanning from coast to coast, providing a platform for indie wrestling promotions and matches. Poetry Lounge. Poetry Lounge provides a relaxed atmosphere for respectful adults to congregate in the fine neighborhood of Millvale.
Special thanks to all our patrons. Join at patreon.com/Enjoy Wrestling for exclusive matches you can't see anywhere else. And check out Enjoy Wrestling's full catalog of merch at enjoy-wrestling.com. Get t-shirts, hoodies, beanies, crew necks, tote bags, fanny packs, enamel pins, foam belts, and so much more at enjoy-wrestling.com.
Hey, Enjoy Wrestling fans! Want to help support Enjoy Wrestling? Subscribe to our Patreon. Get sweet benefits like access to the Enjoy Wrestling Discord, where you can chat with the Enjoy Wrestling crew, wrestlers, and like-minded Enjoy Wrestling fans. Plus, get your name in the credits of every episode of Enjoy Wrestling on YouTube, and watch exclusive behind-the-scenes Enjoy Wrestling video content. Help keep Enjoy Wrestling free to watch for everyone. Subscribe to the Enjoy Wrestling Patreon today.
I'm here with Mikey Montgomery. And last time we saw you in action, you came so close to winning the Enjoy Championship. Tonight, you have a matchup with Billy Dixon, and it feels like the stakes are really high. What's your mindset? How are you feeling going into this match?
You know, Jem, it seems like it was just yesterday that I jumped off that balcony at Mr. Small's Theater and made my name for myself in Pittsburgh wrestling. If I don't jump off that balcony, there is no Mikey Montgomery and Enjoy Wrestling. And you were right, I was that close to winning the most coveted prize in Pittsburgh wrestling. But there he was, Billy Dixon, always in my way. But tonight, I earned back my title opportunity, and I put Billy Dixon where he belongs, in the dirt. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Strong words from Mikey Montgomery heading into this matchup.
This next match is a singles competition and is scheduled for one fall, brought to you by Werewolf Ambulance Podcast.
It's time for our main event this week here. Season 13 of Enjoy Wrestling, Very Evil, a big score to settle for Mikey Montgomery.
Mikey Montgomery, ever the determined challenger. And last time we saw him in action at Immaculate, truly match of the night, MV Young versus Mikey Montgomery. And Mikey Montgomery was able to clinch a hard-fought one and earn an opportunity to take on Sunny Kiss for the Enjoy Wrestling Championship.
From the Green Hills of Scott Township, Pennsylvania, he is Supersonic Mikey Montgomery.
This matchup brought to you by our friends at Werewolf Ambulance. It's Pittsburgh's premier horror movie comedy podcast.
Werewolf Ambulance, friends of Enjoy Wrestling, and congratulations, they are the funniest horror movie podcast on the airwaves. 10 years. For 10 years they've been doing this. They're absolute experts. You can go ahead and listen to them on any major podcast platform. Easy peasy.
Still recovering from that crazy ladder match that we just saw.
Absolutely bananas action that we just witnessed.
GME the winner.
Interested to see who he decides to take on next time we're all together.
And December the 28th, close out the calendar year of 2024, Mr. Small's Theater. Tickets at enjoy-wrestling.com. Here comes Billy Dixon with the Enjoy champion. Right behind him, Sunny Kiss with the gold up in the air.
Sending Billy out on his own for this battle. Kind of interesting move. They usually move together. Billy calls them co-champions, actually.
Kind of surprised that Sunny didn't come down to ringside here. I mean, she walked halfway out with him. Why not?
You know, Sunny's got to stay fresh. We're going to see
true.
Sunny in action as well. So, can't risk it.
From New York City, New York, he would like me to tell you that he is one half of the Enjoy Wrestling champion. This is the business, Billy Dixon.
Now we are going to see Sunny Kiss battle Mr. Grimm next week here in Enjoy Wrestling. Putting the title up on the line. So, no, hold on.
Cut my music.
Ziggy Himes administration is already going to the tubes. You got a bunch of kids who ain't wrestled more than 1 year falling off of ladders. You got the kings of the district losing to TME. What's that all about? Hey, you think I'm gonna wrestle this pipsqueak?
Has that been signed off on by management? I suppose if Mikey accepts, he says do it.
Mikey is not going to back down from a challenge. Oh my God, immediately taking out Billy Dixon.
Mikey's grabbed hold of the microphone too.
It's just on? Oh, thanks, J-Rose. By the way, I accept.
Making it crystal clear to Billy that Mikey's not going to back down from a no DQ challenge.
No disqualification. If the action looks like it's coming your way, that means it is. Grab your shit and move.
No disqualification means that we are going to see these two go anywhere they want to, use anything they want to.
Hopefully not over this way. A lot of expensive equipment around here.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we can avoid the action. But Billy is not avoiding the action himself.
Now, we should note as well here, this tremendous building we're in, it is a working brewery. And towards the back over there, the big fermentation tanks and vats and whatnot. I mean, if we're not careful, we could be canoeing through a sea of beer later on.
We certainly could. And also a lot of unforgiving equipment to be used. You can get pretty creative with the weapons here. So hopefully the action stays close to the ring at Velum Fermentation. Mikey winding up. You know, and Billy is quick to talk his smack on Mikey, and certainly there is a size difference. But if you've watched Mikey here at Enjoy Wrestling, you know that it doesn't matter if Mikey is giving up size or power. What matters is that Mikey is going to be creative.
Now, Mikey's going to have to be not only creative, Jem, but ruthless.
And you know, I think Mikey has it in him to get so close to the Enjoy Championship and have it be taken away from you by the dirty tricks of Billy. I don't know. I mean, I think that's gonna light something in you that makes you not afraid to really put it all on the line, and also, you know, get a little reckless with it.
Dunked right on the ring apron. I mean, there's one thing, or it's one thing to be reckless, it's one thing to kind of flip the governor off there, so to speak, go full throttle. It's another thing, though, when you're in there against Billy Dixon, who we've seen is very unpredictable, very dangerous, and he's going to have no problem doing what it takes to put Mikey down for good.
You know, and I think, too, for a lot of people here, it still stings that this is the attitude that Billy has. Billy used to be somebody who people look forward to seeing here and Enjoy Wrestling, but ever since he took that money from Lawless to take out Mr. Grimm, this attitude just...
Did we ever find out if that check... Oh, hold on, covered. And Mikey kicks out. Did we ever find out if that check was actually cashed?
Well, that check had to have been cashed because he took that straight to invest in his sugar baby, Sonny
Oh, it's true, yeah. And I you know, knowing Billy, oh man, if that thing was a big fat rubber check, he, you know, I don't think he'd be doing Lawless's bidding. He'd be after Lawless, wouldn't he?
Absolutely, that would be the case.
Speaking of, I'm surprised he's not sniffing around here today. Mikey into the cover.
You know, after suffering defeat at the hands of Mr. Grimm in a brutal cage match, I think Lawless is probably going to lay low for a while.
It's the last we've seen of him, hopefully for good. I mean, what an abrasive, annoying individual. Mikey with a big running uppercut.
Lawless not being here has definitely opened the door for Billy to really let his bad attitude rip.
You saying Lawless kept him in check?
I'm saying that there wasn't enough room for two of that energy.
Mikey with the Meteor off the top. And a kick out at 2.
Mikey going straight for that pin, because that's the thing. Mikey wants this win. Billy screwed him over, and he has not forgiven Billy for it.
Well, hold on, Mikey winding up. Billy about to sidestep. The nice adjustment here from Mikey. You know, Jim, there's something that we haven't brought up, but earlier in the night, Billy he made a stipulation for this match. I mean, not just the fact that this is now no disqualification. There's something even heavier hanging over Mikey's head now.
So Billy is insisting that if Mikey doesn't win, he can't use his rematch for that Enjoy Wrestling Championship. Which seems like a cruel use of power, and I would hope that Ziggy wouldn't sign off, but it's so hard to tell what sway Billy has.
Well,
and now he's leaving?
Yeah, well, if he leaves, he loses. It's a no disqualification match, so there's no count out. There's none of that. If Billy just takes off and abandons the matchup.
Is this like a bait and switch thing?
Who knows what's going through Dixon's mind? Swings and misses wildly. Oh, but didn't miss with that huge power bomb.
The thing about Mikey is that Mikey is
cover.
And the thing, he's gonna go after Billy. He's not gonna stop and just wait for him to get disqualified. Mikey is a fighting athlete. He wants to get this win as an actual win. He doesn't want to cheat for a win. I think if it happened that way, he would be disappointed, honestly. But he has to be careful because Billy is going to play off of his emotions. And the emotions are running extremely high.
Mikey came down hard on that suplex, and look at Dixon, the way he goes into the cover.
Lazy
Mikey,
to hook that leg.
Kick out. Billy grabbed Mikey's nose, the bridge of his nose, and pushed him over into that cover. It's the little extra stuff that
disrespect. How much Billy has changed since I first got to, I used to look forward to
Mikey trying to put it away in a kick out.
And yet now it's just so rude and honestly evil. Very evil.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Dixon's getting frustrated, and that, you know, that's the thing with Mikey. You look at him and you say, look at this little squirt, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of competitors.
No, I don't say that derisively. I'm saying if you're Billy Dixon, you're looking at Mikey and you say, "Come on, really?"
And we heard Billy, you know, calling him a pipsqueak, saying that he wasn't worth competing against. But anyone who's watched Mikey Montgomery fight before knows that the size is not a factor. He is fast, he is strong, he is clever. He will take high-risk maneuvers to do what he needs to do. And I think that to an extent, people underestimate Mikey, sometimes to his advantage.
So you're saying size doesn't matter?
I'm saying it doesn't. As a short king, I can guarantee it. And here's the thing, Mikey has truly given us some of the most impressive, exciting, memorable moments here at Enjoy Wrestling. I mean, we watched Mikey Montgomery jump off of a second-story balcony.
Uh-oh. That might be it. Wow.
Billy Dixon is going to be extremely disappointed if he thinks that Mikey is going to go down without a fight.
Crossface cinched in, and Mikey, you're right, has given us so many memorable moments. Trying to find a way out of this, but Dixon is so strong and powerful. Mikey able to inch out of the crossface at least momentarily to see Dixon trapping the arm.
Mikey getting his foot to that rope. Amazing ring awareness from Mikey.
Now, no disqualification. Dixon can keep this in as long as he wants. He doesn't have to break the hold.
It's so frustrating to think about how differently this match would be going if there was not a no DQ stipulation.
Now, we play fast and loose with the rules here to begin with, but Dixon into the cover, and Mikey able to kick out. Referees are going to give you a little bit of leeway, maybe a lot of leeway, if we're being honest, to get another cover. And again, Mikey kicks out at 2, but you add the bona fide, cut and dried cover and a kick out for sure. No disqualification. You can do whatever you want. That just takes away any discretion that the referee might have.
And I think that that's especially challenging in a competition like we're seeing right now with Billy Dixon, who utterly disregards any rules anyway to begin with, right? No DQ or yes DQ. Billy doesn't care. He's going to use whatever he needs to win. He doesn't care how dirty it is. And already he's introducing a tool into this no DQ match of handcuffs. Maybe the first appearance of handcuffs here at Enjoy Wrestling as well.
At least in the ring.
Very true.
Nowhere for Mikey to go here, and Dixon with a maniacal grin. That's got to be frightening if you're Montgomery.
Frightening and extremely uncomfortable. Something tells me those cuffs are nice and snug, and I don't know if you ever had the displeasure of being in handcuffs, but let me tell you, they are not particularly comfortable. Oh.
Billy with a kick between the legs, and again, that's legal in a no disqualification matchup. I've been cuffed a few times.
We should talk about that later. I know it's a no disqualification match, but it just feels despicable to handcuff your opponent's hands behind their back.
Hey, Mikey agreed to it.
Mikey did agree to it. You are correct.
You're telling me you've never been handcuffed?
I'm telling you it's extremely uncomfortable to be handcuffed, especially if the officer doesn't like you, Rich.
You're assuming things here, Jim.
This is not a position I want to be in if I'm Mikey Montgomery. How do you get out? You don't have the keys.
Oh.
Where does Mikey go from here?
Oh, man. Oh. Now that is ballsy.
I'm not sure if I have my hands cuffed behind my back, I am going to pull that maneuver. But again, that is the heart of Mikey Montgomery.
I don't know that I'm going to... I don't care if I'm holding a baseball bat. I don't know I'm going to spit in Billy Dixon's face or talk smack to him like that.
But I'm telling you, it is so personal between these two. Mikey lost an amazing opportunity. The vitriol that he has for Billy Dixon is canceling out any type of logic or self-preservation that he has left. Ugh. Mikey has no way to protect himself right now.
I mean, the only thing that he can really hope to do if he's getting whipped around like that is kind of turn into it, right? But then you're... Where do you take the hit? You either take it to the front, or you take it to the shoulder. And now Dixon has found a chair under the ring.
Oh. Absolutely relentless with that chair. This is making me sick, Rich. I hate seeing Billy behave like this.
Referee down to check. If you're Montgomery, do you just say enough?
Mikey, I think that most athletes will have had enough, but Mikey does not give up. Mikey does not give up, and I think that the only way to put Mikey away is to get a pin or to completely knock him out. I don't think he's going to give up. The crowd here at Velum Fermentation making their feelings known about Billy Dixon. Kicking out of that corner despite being handcuffed, using his legs to his advantage. Getting a little bit of movement. What does he have in mind? Oh my God! Extremely clever maneuver with his hands handcuffed behind his back. using his feet to kick the chair out. Mikey Montgomery is figuring out any way that he can get around this.
Montgomery stepping up to the top, and oh man, that was really throwing caution to the wind.
Flying off that top rope. No abandon. That's what I'm saying. Mikey Montgomery is willing to risk life and limb to settle this score and also just to win. Mikey has tasted victory. Mikey was almost the Enjoy champion.
Kicked into the apron.
You know, I am so impressed at what Mikey has been able to do with his hands literally handcuffed behind his back. Now just imagine how different this competition would be going if it was not no DQ.
What a valiant effort here from Montgomery with his hands literally cuffed behind him.
Trying to use his... There's no way.
I don't know if that's a good idea if you're not cuffed.
Ugh. Headbutt to the spine. Cannot feel good. Now Billy Dixon trapped. Oh no.
Oh man, oh man.
Unbelievable pain Mikey must be in right now. A kick out.
Unbelievable on the kick out.
Mikey is not going to give up. I cannot emphasize it enough. There's just no way I see this going in which Mikey willingly gives up in this match. If it's physically possible to kick out, he's going to kick out. Oh! Mikey's got his hands from out behind his back. Billy is stunned right now.
Ah, look at Mikey's big smile. Dixon can't believe it. You should have bought shorter handcuffs, Billy. And now Montgomery, if he wants, can use that chain as a weapon. And that's exactly what Montgomery's doing.
There's always a risk of introducing any type of weapon into a match. It can be used against you, and Mikey, incredibly clever offense with it right now. Billy taken out. Mikey using everything he's got. Still the man is handcuffed.
Dixon pops up the left shoulder.
So close. Mikey has to keep on. Billy, he cannot lose this momentum that he has gained. What does Mikey have in mind here? Oh!
Sliced bread, more like sliced neck. Cover! Dixon out of it at 2.
So close. I think that is the first time I have seen sliced bread enacted with a handcuff chain around the throat.
Pretty clear Montgomery thought that was going to be it. And so did we.
I mean, how do you kick out him? Mikey summoning the energy of the crowd, the support of the crowd to get him through this. Trying again to get Billy up. Oh no! Oh no! Billy...
Dixon choking Montgomery with the handcuffs.
Earlier I said the only way that Billy is going to win this is if Mikey is incapacitated.
Straight jacketed
in. So close to getting out of that maneuver.
Oh boy. Dixon, pile driver. with the chain wrapped around Montgomery's neck. Billy Dixon laid out the stipulation at the start of this matchup. No disqualification. Montgomery accepted.
And now
Billy made the stipulation if Mikey didn't win this match, he gets no rematch for the Enjoy Championship.
You know, I'm really disappointed in that turn of events. I can only hope that upper management could maybe pull some strings, maybe make some changes, because this just seems so unfair to leave Mikey in this position.
Well, listen, in fairness, Montgomery, he could have said no. When Billy put out that no disqualification stipulation, the offer was out there. Mikey simply could have said, I'd never signed a contract for that. No, absolutely not.
I think that Mikey has so much heart. And maybe sometimes that heart comes back to bite him.
That's going to do it for this edition of Enjoy Wrestling. We look forward to next week, and I can't wait for this one. The Enjoy Championship is up for grabs. Sonny Kiss puts the title on the line against Mr. Grimm. Plus, we're going to see Danhausen in action. Things are going to get very, very evil next week.
Things are going to get very evil. Seeing Danhausen up against Darius Carter, it's going to be outrageous.
We'll see you then.